Trey Veston here, and I am back out at my dad's place out here in Idaho, northern Idaho, and it's a beautiful day. It's 51 degrees, sun is out, snow is steadily melting. It's a bit swampy, you hear that? But got my Springfield Armory. Let's see, what's the name? It's the Springfield Armory XDM Elite OSP 3.8 inch 10 millimeter. That's the entire name. It's weird, but I don't have a name for it. I don't name my guns, but so I guess I have to just call it the other 10 millimeter after my Glock G29. So I sent it back because the frame had a bunch of little imperfections in it. It drove me nuts. I mean, it's a tool, so it's going to get beat up anyway, but you spend $600 for a gun, you want it to at least look nice for a little bit from the factory. I mean, my $200 Taurus had a better quality frame, so sent it back to Springfield. They looked at it, said, oh well, it doesn't hurt functionality and we're not going to replace it, so tough, sent it back. So that pissed me off, so I camouflaged it. So now it's truly a woods gun. Yeah, and then I've got a Vortex Venom red dot sight mounted on it. We're going to get that sighted in and shoot for some groups, 25 yards, 5 shot with the rest, of course, and just see what the gun is capable of. And hopefully the red dot, my eyes are getting old, I can get some, we always shoot for 1-inch groups at 25 yards. Don't know if it can do it yet, so I don't know if I can do it, so we'll see. 2 loads we're using today, just 2 homemade. We've got some 180 grain XTPs with 8 grains of Ramshot Silhouette. It's a warmer load. And the other one, same 180 grain XTPs with 6.3 grains of 231. So both powders usually give me some pretty accurate results in my gun. So we'll try those out. It's about an hour before the Super Bowl starts, so I'm just gonna hopefully get this video done so I can watch the kickoff and predictions. I think the Rams are going to take it by a touchdown, but I'm hoping not. I hope the Bengals prevail and beat the LA team. So, alrighty, let's start shooting and see what we can do. Okay, I got the first round of targets done, 25 yards. We'll start with the good. This is our sight-in target. First 3 shots right there. That's an inch group, 25 yards. Adjusted the sight over and got it about where I wanted it. Adjusted it down just a tad and then shot for the first 5-shot group with the 231 load. First 3 shots, phenomenal. No, yeah, not phenomenal, but not bad. And then last 2 flyers. So use the same recipe again. And now there's 4 shots that are all decent, a couple inches, and then that last flyer right there. And also notice that the point of impact, exact same sight hold, point of impact is going up. It's weird. So then, last group, I load up the Ramshot Silhouette loads, and nice little group, 2-inch group, and then 1 big flyer. And I've had excellent trigger control. I've got solid rest. When the shot goes off, the dot is right where it's supposed to be. So I don't know why the last 2 groups suddenly had this wanky flyer, and then the point of impact on that group shifted back down. So this is the second Vortex Venom. The first one was doing weird crap like this on my Colt, my 45 Colt Henry rifle, and I had to send it back, and they replaced it and said, yeah, it was bad. And this one is shifting all over the place. So it's not the sight I want to put on here because the red dot is just not, I can't see it very well. So I'm going to the Holosun I believe it's the 507C, and it's a green dot, and it's got the larger reticle and all that. So, or it's got like a 32 MOA circle with a little smaller 3 MOA dot in the middle, and it's green. So I think that's going to be a little bit better for actual defensive use than just the single little red dot of most of them. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I could take the red dot off and see what happens to the groups, but, or let's see. Let's move the targets in a little bit and see if we're still getting flyers at like 15 yards. And we'll see what happens then. Try that. Hey, Trey Veston here, doing an after action review of today's shooting session just before the Super Bowl. And by the way, unfortunately, the Rams did win by, I think it was 3 points. So that was pretty close. I predicted a win by the Rams by 1 touchdown, and I watched, and the commercials were stupid. I think the Nissan Z, it's a beautiful car. I really want one, and it's about the same price as my 4Runner. So conceivably, I could have a brand new Nissan Z, or I could have my 4Runner. Love the 4Runner, eminently more useful, especially here in the northern Idaho, eastern Washington area. So anyway, commercials, yeah, disappointing. They'll never be as good as they used to be because we're so woke these days. But hopefully YouTube won't flag this for me offering my opinion that is non-leftist. So alrighty, let's get back to what happened today on the range. Had some issues. Initial sighting in, first 3 shots went into an inch at 25 yards. That's phenomenal. Adjusted the sights. They responded perfectly. Started shooting. First group, first 3 shots. Was it 3 or 4? No, first 4 shots went into 2 inches at 25 yards. And then it opened up to 5 inches. Did it again, same thing. With the next load, same thing. So we're getting solid 2-inch groups opened up. Then I realized, I moved it into 15 yards, realized that the pistol sight had loosened up, and that was causing the flyers. It's causing the issues. So I tightened it down, I realigned, shot another group, and blew my dad's fence to pieces. So it's okay. I put the boards on there in the first place, so it's my work. They got destroyed. So then I shot at 25 yards again with the sights all tightened up and readjusted. And don't know why I didn't do a follow-up video on that, but the group wasn't impressive. It was 3.5, 4 inches. So not sure exactly what's going on. I have astigmatism, so maybe the sights just aren't meshing with my eyes. The Vortex Venom is not the sight I'm planning on using on this. I took this off my Henry 45 Colt black rifle, and just because this came with the Burris, I think Fast Fire, Burris Fast Fire 3 and the Vortex Venom Doctor mounting pattern. So, but I don't think it's the best sight, because I think a green sight with the larger circle and then the dot in the middle, I think that would be best for tactical applications, defensive applications. I hate the word tactical. So yeah, I think the Holosun 507C is in my futures, $340. Plus I got to buy another plate for $25, which is weird. Glock includes all those plates for free in their pistols. But anyway, whatever, Springfield. So yeah, we'll try that next. And we'll keep shooting. I'm heading down to Arizona in a few days. I'm going to go on an epic road trip, 3,500 miles down to the Mexico border. My folks winter down in Yuma, and I'm going to go down there and pick up a Harley Davidson motorcycle I purchased off of Craigslist. I know it's weird. My uncle lives down there. My dad lives down there. My uncle used to own a Honda dealership, and he's likes to restore old Indians. So he's a bike guy. Him and my dad went over and checked out this bike that I found, and they said this bike is immaculate. You got to buy this thing. So I plunked down the cash and picked it up. I've never seen it. It's sitting in my dad's garage, but it's a beautiful bike, 94 Road King with 30,000 miles, and so I'll probably do a video of the road trip and riding the bike, and then of course Dad wants to shoot this thing. He hasn't shot it yet, so let him shoot it. Probably do a video of that, and yeah, that'll be an interesting video. As always, I got to pimp my book. I was getting a lot of sales when it first came out. It got really good reviews. I think it's at 4.5 stars. It's a murder mystery. It's not too long. It's almost not even novel length, but it gets great reviews, and yeah, buy it. It's on Amazon.com. You can get the Kindle version, I think, for $2 something. The paperback version is like $11.99, I think, which is as cheap as I could get it. Yeah, it's a cool book. It's written from a conservative viewpoint, pro LEO and pro gun rights, and yeah, it's a fun read, and yeah, pick it up. That way, maybe someday I can. I'm planning on writing a follow-up to it. I'm going to use the same characters. It's going to be a fun book, so we'll have a good time with that. So anyway, Trey Veston here, and hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry I didn't do a follow-up, but I'm going to do some more. We're going to play around with the Springfield Armory, and we're going to make it shoot even better and get some better groups. We're going for that 1-inch 5-shot group at 25 yards. So stay tuned and we'll see if we can do it. Alrighty. Okay, I'll try to keep it brief and concise.